Jai Shri Gurudev. In this class, we will be learning about human menstrual cycle and the role of hormones in menstrual cycle and early onset of puberty. Menstrual cycle is a series of cyclic changes occurring in the reproductive tract of a female with the periodicity of 28 days. It is also known as ovarian cycle or endometrial cycle. It occurs from puberty, that is the first menstrual cycle, to menopause, that is the last menstrual cycle. The initiation of a first menstrual cycle is called menarche, and the cessation of menstrual cycle is called menopause. It is characterized by loss of vaginal blood, that is breaking of endometrium wall of uterus, and this cycle is under the influence of different hormones which are secreted by pituitary gland and the gonads, that is the pituitary hormones like follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, and the gonadal hormone, ovarian hormone, progesterone and estrogen. The day count for a menstrual cycle begins on the first day of a menstruation, when blood starts to come out of the vagina. In this section, the length of the menstrual cycle has been assumed to be 28 days, which is the average among women. Therefore, the entire duration of the menstrual cycle can be divided into four main phases. First phase is menstrual phase, which is from day 1 to 3 or 5. Follicular phase from day 1 to 13th day. Ovulation phase, which is exactly the mid cycle, that is day 14. Luteal phase, it is from 15th after the ovulation, that is 15th to end of the cycle, that is 28 days. The first phase, menstrual phase, begins on the first day of the menstruation and lasts till the fifth day of the menstrual cycle. The uterus at this phase sheds its inner lining of the shaft tissues and blood vessels, which exits the body from the vagina in the form of menstrual fluid. In this case, blood loss of 10 ml to 80 ml is considered as a normal, and the women may experience abdominal cramps. These cramps are caused by the contraction of the uterine and the abdominal muscle to expel the menstrual fluid. Follicular phase. This phase also begins on the first day of a menstruation, but it lasts till the 13th day of the menstrual cycle. In this phase, the pituitary gland secretes a hormone that stimulates the egg cell, that is the pituitary hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, stimulate the egg cells in the ovary to grow, which stimulate the follicles to grow. One of these egg cells begin to mature, that is Graafian follicle, which will become Graafian follicle, in a sac-like structure called the follicle. It takes 13 days for the egg cell to reach maturity. While the egg cell mature, its follicle secretes a hormone that stimulates the uterus. The hormone is the estrogen. which stimulate the uterus to develop a lining of blood vessels and the shaft tissue called endometrium. Ovulatory phase. On the 14th day of the cycle, the pituitary gland secretes a hormone that causes the ovary to release the uh, matured egg cell. The released egg cell is swept into the fallopian tube by the cilia of the fimbriae. Fimbriae are finger-like projections that locate at the end of the fallopian tube closely to the ovaries, and the cilia are slender hair-like projections on the fimbriae, which grab the released egg from the ovary, and the release of this egg from the ovary is known as ovulation. And this phase on the 14th day on which the ovary releases egg is known as ovulation phase. Luteal phase. This phase begins on the 15th day and lasts till the end of the cycle. In this phase, the egg cell released during the ovulation phase stays in the fallopian tube for about 24 hours. If a sperm cell does not impregnate the egg cell within that time, the egg cell disintegrates. The hormone that causes the uterus to retain its endometrium gets used up by the end of the menstrual cycle. That is, the estrogen hormone will be used up. This causes the menstrual phase of the next cycle to begin, and the cycle continues. Understand the role of hormones in a menstrual cycle. The controlling center of menstruation and ovulation is the hypothalamus, which is located in the brain. It releases gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is GnRH, which in turn stimulates the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary gland. This follicle stimulating hormone initiate the development of oocyte within one of the immature ovarian follicles which is present in the ovaries. These developing ovarian follicle produce estrogen hormone, which cause the buildup of the endometrium as well as the inhibition of further production of the follicle stimulating hormone. And this is the one route. Hypothalamus release gonadotrophic releasing hormone, which in turn act over the anterior pituitary gland. Therefore, the anterior pituitary secretes two types of hormone. One is FSH, another one is luteinizing hormone. Thus, FSH hormone acts over the ovaries, and which is responsible for the development of the follicles. And this developing follicles release estrogen hormone. Thus, estrogen hormone, if it is in low quantity or considerable level, which increase the buildup of the endometrium, prepares the endometrial layer of the uterus for the implantation process. Suppose if it is increasing higher in concentration, which give feedback to the hypothalamus to stop the production of the follicle stimulating hormone. And thus estrogen is also helps in enlarging the mature follicle, and which release the secondary oocyte. It helps in collapsed follicle into corpus luteum. After the ovulation, the egg cell come out of the Graafian follicle, and this is collapsed follicle now, which will become corpus luteum, and now which acts as endocrine body, and which release the progesterone hormone as well as the estrogen, and thus progesterone and the estrogen hormone helps in completing the development of the endometrium. This is how four different hormones control over the menstrual cycle. The first two hormones are follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, which are given by the anterior pituitary in response to gonadotropin releasing hormone, and which the follicle stimulating and hormone and the luteinizing hormone act over the ovaries, and which helps in the development of the follicles, and thereby which is responsible for the production of estrogen as well as progesterone from the corpus luteum, and which prepares the endometrium. And this is how the hormones act on the gonads and control the menstrual cycle. And this is the summary of the hormones. That is, anterior pituitary secretes two types of hormone: follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, in response to the hormone of the hypothalamus, that is gonadotropin releasing hormone. The function of the follicle stimulating hormone is to stimulate the follicular growth in the ovaries, and also which stimulate the estrogen secretion from the developing follicles. Luteinizing hormone surge cause the ovulation. That is, on the 14th day, this luteinizing hormone helps in the release of the egg from the ovary, which is known as ovulation, and which results in the formation of, after the ovulation there will be formation of corpus luteum. That is the function of the luteinizing hormone. And in ovaries, that is the female gonad, there are two different types of hormones secreted, that is estrogen and the progesterone. Thus estrogen is very much necessary for the thickening of the uterine lining, that is the endometrial layer of the uterus, and increased concentration of this estrogen inhibits the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone for most of the cycle, and which also stimulates the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone release in the pre-ovulatory phase. Another hormone is a progesterone, which also involved in the thickening of the endometrial layer, and the increased concentration of the progesterone inhibit the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. These are the functions of the four different hormones which are involved in the menstrual cycle. Early onset of puberty, otherwise called precocious puberty. Precocious puberty is when a child's body begins changing into that of an adult, that is the appearance of the puberty very soon. When puberty begins before the age of 8 in girls and before the age of 9 in boys, which will be considered as precocious puberty. The symptoms of the precocious puberty are as follows. There will be rapid breast development and occurrence of the first period in girls before the age of 8. And in boys, there will be enlarged testicles and penis, and there will be appearance of facial hair and deepening voice before the age of 9. And in both of the sex, there will be appearance of pubic or underarm hair, and there will be rapid growth in the physique or the muscle, and there will be um, incident of acne formation, and the body odor changes, like the adult body, they smell unpleasant. Let us understand the causes for this early onset of puberty. To understand what causes precocious puberty in some children, it's helpful to know what causes puberty to begin. The brain starts the process with the production of an hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone. When this hormone reaches the pituitary gland, which leads to the production of more hormones in ovaries for females, that is estrogen, and the testosterone hormone in case of male, that is the gonadotropin releasing hormone. Increased concentration of the gonadotrophic releasing hormone and the earlier stage of the developmental stages of the human act over the pituitary gland, which in turn release two more hormones, that is follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, which act on the female gonads and responsible for the production of the estrogen, and which also act on the male gonad, that is testicles, and which is responsible for the production of the testosterone hormone. And this estrogen in case of a female is involved in the growth and development of the female sexual characters. Similarly, the testosterone is responsible for the growth and development of male sexual characters in male individual. And let us know food versus lifestyle, which makes or which is responsible for the early onset of puberty. Many of the studies show that consuming a chicken, beef, fast food, french fry, and soft drink intake were significantly correlated with both early breast development and pubic hair development. There was a significant relationship between chicken consumption, especially the chicken consumption, because nowadays the chicken and any other poultry products are possessing, the studies again shows the possessing steroid hormones. It was deduced from various research studies that the increasing consumption of meat intake is a major nutritional factor which is associated with the early occurrence of the menarche. A definite link between the consumption of the meat by a young woman and the early onset of a menstruation has been reported by the studies. A greater consumption of animal protein between the ages of 3 to 7 results in a greater likelihood of a menarche before the age of 12 years. A British study also demonstrated that the high consumption of animal protein in childhood is positively associated with early menarche age. In one of the Italian study, the possible nutritional factor triggering the puberty at a younger age were determined. The study was conducted on a school meal containing beef and poultry products to analyze the effect on school children. These food products were found to possess residues of the steroid hormones, which were suggested as a potential reason for breast enlargement in the students at a very young age. It is elaborated that intake of cola drinks, beef, french fries and other junk foods excessively in the daily diet are the underlying reason for increased obesity. Increased obesity in girls resulting early puberty. Coming to the lifestyle, the sedentary mode of childhood increases the body mass indices, were significantly correlated with the age at menarche, indicating that the age at menarche is lower with higher BMIs. Another thing is the obesity epidemic, particularly in children and teenagers, is found to be a triggering factor for early hormonal alteration in girls. With the improved lifestyle, the usage of the raincoat, airspray, toys, and various products are also become part and parcel of the life. And these products contain harmful chemical substances like phthalate and bisphenol A, BSA, and these chemicals are responsible for the precocious puberty. Thank you.